Hey everybody, weekly highlights time. So this week has been a fun wax week. I actually received a package in the mail this week from another one of my wax buddies. It was another huge surprise. I'm not going to take the box out and show you everything. I have been into it, and I melted a few things, and I put them in different places, so it's not all together anymore. But yeah, so I knew she was sending me. It was my wax friend Christy. Thanks, Christy. I knew she was going to send me a package, but I thought she was sending me just some Treehouse Memories votives, because she mentioned that she didn't really care for them and that she was going to send them along to me. So which is awesome and I appreciate, but I was just expecting a little box with a few Treehouse Memories votives. But no, I got this huge box, and it had tons of tarts in it, and it also had this candle ice cream shop from Slatkin and Company. So I was so surprised. It was so sweet of her. And really, I'm truly spoiled. I don't know, I don't feel like I deserve all these packages that I get sometimes, and I don't. But I'm truly grateful for them. So anyways, this smells awesome. But the thing about it is extremely similar to my nose to the Summer Boardwalk. So, and I've got it right here, the Summer Boardwalk, and I've smelled them side by side, and I still think they smell similar. Ice cream shop, Summer Boardwalk. Okay, here's the deal. Summer Boardwalk is stronger. It is just plain stronger. However, Ice Cream Shop is a similar scent, in my opinion. Now, I'd love to hear some feedback. If you've smelled them both, is it just me, or are these two scents strikingly similar? You get the little bit of salty caramel note in it, and so I don't really think it really smells like ice cream. Maybe if I use my imagination, I might think waffle cones. But yeah, it's so similar to this. But I like it. I love Summer Boardwalk, so this is kind of like a creamy, maybe just a little creamier. I'm seriously trying to pick out the differences. Maybe not quite as salty, and a little creamier. And lighter, but yeah, they're very similar. I'll read the description. Just like the perfect ice cream sundae, creamy vanilla, rich toffee, and sweet almond blossom with a cherry on top. So maybe the toffee is the part that smells like the creamy or the salty caramel scent of Summer Boardwalk. I don't know, but yeah, it's really similar. And I have to say, it's not burning quite evenly. It wants to get there. It almost gets there. When I first lit it, it almost got a complete wax pool. The flames were very strong. And then when it was almost there, the flames got really low. So, and Christy told me, she was like, I hope this burns a lot better than it did for me, because mine was terrible. It just burned awful and then she said towards the end it kind of fixed itself. So mine's not awful, but as you can see, it didn't quite reach the edges. So I think it does, even on one side it reaches the edges, but over here you can still see the edge. But it doesn't matter, because it's burning reasonably well. And it smells awesome. So I really like it. The other day I just lit both Summer Boardwalk and Ice Cream Shop, in the same room, and between the two I didn't even need a tart. It was so strong. Then I finished up 2 candles. Love finishing up candles. This week it was lemon lavender. Now, as you can see, I did take the lid off of this towards the end, so I have a little bit of residue there at the bottom though, but it burned really nicely. If I had burned it with an Illuma lid all the way to the end, it would have burned flawlessly. But anyways, this is such a good candle. It's so strong. I just took off the lid and it just like that lemon burst just kind of blasts you in the face at first, and then the lavender is kind of in the background and it smooths it out just a little bit. Super strong candle. One of Yankee Candle's strongest in my opinion. So I really enjoyed it, and I let it go in my bathroom one day and it just scented up the whole bathroom. It smelled amazing. Then I finished up sage and cinnamon, and I really like this candle. I love sage scent, so this isn't super strong, but it's definitely not weak either. I would describe it as having a medium throw, and it has a really nice earthy scent with that cinnamon kind of in the background. I've talked about it before, but yeah, I just wanted to include it this week since I finished it. Burned all the way down beautifully. And then I am burning tonight Napa Valley Harvest. This is one I picked up at the semi-annual sale for really cheap. So actually I think, did I get this one? I can't remember if, yeah, I think I got it at the store that was closing, so I got it for like $7. So it's really nice. It's burning pretty well, but it does have a little ring around it up here. I don't like that. But as you can see, it does have a full wax pull, so I could probably even scrape that little ring around it off, which I have been known to do, clean my jars up a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, it's got a nice wax pull. I would describe the throw as light. I can smell it, but it is a light fragrance. But it smells really nice. I don't know that it smells like wine, but it has a kind of a fruity, earthy kick to it, but not earthy like grapevine and oak. It's definitely not that earthy. It's more of a mellow fruit scent first, with just maybe a little bit of an earthy or woody note in the background. But I really actually enjoy it. And at first I didn't really know what to melt with it, like tart wise, because I always burn a candle and melt a tart in the same room, and so I didn't know what to pair with it. But then, speaking of pear, I melted orchard pear, and that went really nicely. And then I discovered really any fruit scent really kind of works with Napa Valley Harvest. So I've just kind of played around, and like right now, tonight, this is a nice segue to get into the tarts. Tonight, what do I have with it? Oh, I put it back, sorry. Tonight I am melting black raspberry and vanilla from Kim's. You'll just have to trust me that the label's kind of scrunched up. But yeah, and it smells amazing together. And this is a really strong tart. It's on the second tea light, still going strong, still has like steam. I mean, I guess it's really like the oil's burning off of it. Still has that looks like smoke. A lot of people go, why is my tart smoking? That's just the fragrance oils releasing, burning off of your tart. And usually that's a sign that you've got a pretty good throw going. So yeah, I'm on tea light 2, and it's just still really throwing very well. So I really like this one. It's black raspberry and vanilla by Tart Candles by Kim. Then also from Kim's, I tried the sweet coconut lime. This one was included as a sample in my last order, and it was good. It had a good throw. It was actually had a very strong throw, but I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. I'm not huge on coconut or lime scents in general, so this one was just okay for me. I mean, it was a little out of my comfort zone, but I liked it. I don't think I would order it again though. But if you do like coconut lime scents, this one is a good one. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Just not really my favorite. Then from Front Porch Candle Co., I melted lemon bread. This one was so good. Now, you know, if you watch my videos, I love Lemon Bakery, and this one was so good. Very similar to other lemon bakery scents out there. Just, you really get the lemon, but you also get that cakey bread bakery type scent to go with it. So they could have called it lemon pound cake. They could have called it lemon poppy seed. They could have called it, you know, even lemon meringue pie. But it's called lemon bread. But I mean, basically my point is that it's just a good lemon bakery scent. So if you like lemon bakery scents, I suggest picking that up. Although I am hearing lately that Front Porch, their selection just isn't really great, and a lot of people are having a hard time getting their favorite scents. She doesn't keep them in stock as much as she used to, and replenishes her stock at a slower rate, I guess. So I'm hearing some grumblings about people that aren't too happy about that lately. So, but I'm loving the tarts that I have from Front Porch. So I would definitely, if I could possibly find scents that I liked, I would definitely reorder from her, and plan to. And then, I tried my very first Candles by Victoria scent shot. This was included in, I guess this is what they call the scent shot. I just call it a tart in a cup, but whatever. Call it what you will. Yeah, so this was included in the box that Christy sent me, and so I was really excited because I hear so much about Candles by Victoria. I've known of them for 4.5, 5 years now, from when back in the day when I'm still on there. Candlefind.com is a candle community forum review site, and so that's when I heard about Candles by Victoria. Now, they are not really that popular there, but I had heard the name thrown around. And then when I got on YouTube, I noticed and started looking at different candle reviews and stuff. I noticed that there are a lot of Candles by Victoria reviews, just tons of them, and the people doing the reviews are extremely passionate about this company. So yeah, I was curious, but the thing about it, and I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound weird, or like I don't want to offend Candles by Victoria fans, but they're extremely loyal. I mean, to the point of it's almost kind of cultish. And I love different brands. I'm a candle and tart whore. I am. I couldn't dedicate myself to just one brand. I just couldn't. And it does seem that the people that use Candles by Victoria are pretty loyal to just her. So I don't know if it's something she puts in the wax or what, but you don't see, it's just Candles by Victoria. So, and the people that like a lot of different vendors, they don't seem to talk about Candles by Victoria a lot. So I find that really interesting, that people that like a lot of different vendors don't seem to really talk about this one, and then the people that like this one don't seem to talk about any others. So to me, that's interesting. However, I've always been tempted to try her stuff, to see what all the hoopla is about. So I was excited to try this, and I have one more. It's jelly donut, but I really like zucchini bread, so I decided to pop this one in last night, and I put this in my new 24-watt electric warmer, and my goodness, was this ever strong. This was very, very strong. I put it in the whole thing. I was just like, go for it. And but the zucchini bread scent is a lot different, quite a bit different than other zucchini bread scents that I've tried. I've had it from Candles from the Keeping Room, which she has an amazing zucchini bread scent. I've had it from Sniff My Tarts. I have it right now from Sniff My Tarts. So, and both of them smell similar. I mean, there's some differences, but this one is different than those. It's more of a spice. I'm smelling it. I mean, it's still very strong in this plastic cup. It's a very spicy and less bakery, less bread and more spice, but it's a very complex spice. And so I mean, I get some of the bakery bread note, but it's definitely spicy first, and just very, very strong. Now the wax was so hard, and even in my 24-watt warmer, it was a little hardened on the edges, which, I mean, it's melted every single tart that I've had. Now I don't know if it's just because I use such a large tart. I mean, this is a 2-ounce cup, so I don't know if that's what it was. Also had my air blasting, but normally everything melts in that 24-watt warmer and it's completely liquid, but there was a little bit of hardening around the edges, but it did not stop the throw. This was uber strong. So did I like the scent? Yes, I did like the scent. It was different than the zucchini breads that I've tried. Maybe not quite as good, in my opinion, than the other ones that I've tried, because I do prefer the more bakery bread type note, but it was a very nice spice scent. That's what I would describe it as. And if it was called something else and I wasn't expecting all that bakery, then I might have even liked it better. But yeah, I really did actually enjoy the tart, and it lasted a very long time, and it was very strong. I will give it that. So yeah, I'm excited to try the jelly donut and see what I think about that. So then I burned a votive of Treehouse Memories. This is one of the new fall ones, and this is the first of the fall ones that I have. I'm trying to focus it. There it is. The very first of this season's new fall scents that I've tried from Yankee Candle. It was very nice of Christy. She sent me like 5 of these, so I like the scent. And I have to say, the votive burned better than any votive from Yankee Candle I've ever had. I trimmed the wick. Now, you know I don't believe in trimming the wicks, except there is one exception, that's on the votives, because the votives, seriously, the wick is like that long. It's almost as long as the little votive is. So, and used to, I didn't even trim that. I would just light it, and it would kind of eventually burn down. But so then I thought, well, you know, but they always kind of tunneled a little bit. So I was like, I'm gonna just try to clip this wick and see how it does. So this votive burned amazingly. It just had like a full wax pull on my little votive holder, like a jar candle like this. It had that liquid all the way around wax pool. And I noticed that it was one of the strongest votives that I've ever burned from Yankee Candle. So I really enjoyed the scent. It's a rustic fragrance. Some people have described it as men's cologne type scent, you know, and I get that, but it's not a young man's cologne. This really reminded me of an older gentleman's aftershave, maybe one that we don't, maybe like what's that, like the original Old Spice. I know Old Spice has tried to hip it up in the last few years and introduce younger type fragrances, but like the old original Old Spice, or maybe, I don't want to say brute, but like a very older aftershave that you might smell on an older man. It's very masculine. It's rustic and woodsy and musky, but I actually liked it. So it's a really nice scent. I don't know that I would get it in a large candle, but I'll definitely try tart, because I think it'll have a good throw. And I think that as strong as the little votive was, I had it right next to me on my nightstand, and I was in bed watching TV, and it really, I was surprised how strong it was. So I think the candle would be strong, but I will definitely try the tart. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but on the label there are little kids. There's a little boy and a little girl standing in the treehouse. One of my weird idiosyncrasies, just a weird thing that I have, is that I don't like people on the labels. I just I don't know these kids. They're cute, but I don't know them, and so I don't think I'd want a candle, a large candle in this, because the kids are going to be bigger on it, and you're going to see the kids. I don't know why, but I just don't like, you know, like I would have liked this a lot better if it just had the autumn woods and the empty treehouse. But they had to ruin it by putting these kids on it. And then they also had a couple of years ago Christmas tree, and I like the scent, but I would not only use the tart because the label had a family dragging a Christmas tree, and I'm like, no, because I don't know those people. So I, you know, like if it had just been a label of a decorated Christmas tree with no people, I probably would have bought the candle. But people equals a no-go for me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. And then speaking of rustic, kind of outdoorsy scents, Mountain Lodge. Now this one is so good. Now a lot of people describe this as a men's cologne. I don't get it. And specifically, they say, I've heard it described as like Abercrombie's Fierce cologne. Not even close. This is rustic as well and musky, but it's not very cologne-y to me. It doesn't smell like a guy's cologne, but I actually really like it. It's a very nice scent. Then I Melted Stormwatch, old favorite. I won't really say much about that. Melted a Grapevine and Oak. I've talked about that many times. Oh, by the way, Grapevine and Oak and Napa Valley Harvest go really nicely together. And then the last tart I have today, I know I've just rambled and rambled, is Macintosh Spice, and I have it going in the bedroom right now. So I just always like this. It's always such a nice, comforting, cozy scent. Spicy Macintosh. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. Cinnamon and Macintosh apple. So that's my haul, or not haul, but that's my weekly highlights for the week. And I didn't buy any wax this week. I'm very proud of myself. But I just found out today that my outlet is doing the 6 for $60 on large jars, and so I cannot pass that up. I will be going in the next week to get 6 large jars. So I just can't help it. $60, that's insane. I mean, that's a really good price. So I plan to go and stock up on some fall candles, since I have way too many right now to burn, like start burning right now. I'm going to go and try to get Moonlight Harvest and like Spiced Pumpkin if I can, and stuff like that. Get ready for fall. So anyways, it's a great deal. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, let me know about Summer Boardwalk and Ice Cream Shop. Is it just me, or do they smell similar? Talk to you guys soon. Bye.